I've been getting a lot of questions lately on how to be a nurse in Canada as an IEN. And I can see why, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of websites that you have to go through. It can be overwhelming for someone. So in today's video, I'm going to go step by step on the process that you need to follow and you need to do to start your nursing journey here in Canada. So let's get started. The first step I would suggest you to do is figure out which province you're going to apply to. Because depending on the province you're going to apply to, that will determine your eligibility. And it will be different requirements for different provinces. So for example, you want to apply to British Columbia. I'm here in Vancouver. So if you want to apply to Vancouver, it would be BCCNM. So that will be BCCNO if you want to go to Ontario. CRNA if you want to go to Alberta. And it would be CRNM if you want to go to Manitoba. So the first step would be determine your eligibility, because you will know then what requirements you need to submit. Next thing would be to gather your documents, especially if you're still in the home country where you did your nursing education. For example, Philippines or India or Nigeria. If you're still there, I suggest talking to the school where you did your nursing education and your employers, and letting them know that you are applying to Canada as a nurse, as an IEN, and you will require documents from them. So you can give them a heads up that they need to do some work for you as well. Next step would be your Inspire Global Assessment or NCAS. What they will require from you is proof of identity and your nursing education. So all your transcripts and things like that. So start your application. They will let you know if you are eligible for CBA and SLA. CBA stands for Computerized Based Assessment and Simulation Lab Assessment. So they will validate and they will assess your nursing skills and nursing knowledge. Next would be apply to provincial regulatory body. So for example, for BCCNM, what you can actually do is you can start your application. You can start your NCAS or your Inspire Global Assessment the same time that you apply to BCCNM if you are applying to Vancouver. So you can start both application if you want. But on their website for BCCNM, it actually states that they prefer you to start your application to Inspire Global Assessment first or NCAS, but you can also do it together. You can also do the submission of documents together as well, right? So there's no delay. Next would be submit your documents to NCAS, Inspire Global Assessment, and to BCCNM as needed. Next, once they have gathered your documents, Inspire Global Assessment, formerly known as NCAS, they will email you and they will let you know if you are eligible for, again, the CBA and the SLA. CBA would be your knowledge test, and your SLA will be skills. For the CBA or Computerized Based Assessment, this is something that you can do remotely. Again, if you're still in Nigeria, if you're still in Taiwan, Hong Kong, US, Philippines, India, you can do the CBA remotely. But for the SLA, you have to be in Vancouver, for example. But you cannot register for the CBA and SLA until you get an email from Inspire Global Assessment or NCAS. So until they have received all your documents, and that's why I suggest you gather your documents early. So when you apply to Inspire Global Assessment and NCAS, all your documents are ready. You can just submit all of it together, so you don't delay your CBA and SLA. Once you have booked your CBA and your SLA, after you receive the email from Inspire Global Assessment, the next step you need to do is prepare for those assessments. And this is one of the most important thing that you need to do, important step that you need to do, as the CBA and SLA is one of the biggest exam and assessment that you will be doing as part of your nursing journey here in Canada. It's not a pass or fail, but the CBA and SLA will determine if you need further education. So my suggestion is, as much as possible, prepare ahead of time. Put in all your effort and energy in preparing for the CBA and the SLA exam. So you can do that. Watch my videos. I have videos on how to prepare for those exams. And I'm also actually working on completing a self-paced online course for the CBA and SLA preparation for IEN. So you can go on my website, www.nursingcollective.co, and if you click on the course tab, you can go on the waiting list. You can put your name and email address, so you will be notified right away once I have that launch. And I will also give you a discount code for the course if you join my wait list. So I'll put the link below on the description and also in the comment section. So if you want to join the wait list, it's free, so make sure you do that. So once you have prepared, and then once you're all ready, you have done the courses, you have done all the preparation, then you will do your CBA and SLA. Once you have done your CBA and SLA, Inspire Global Assessment, or NCAS, will send all your results to BCCNM. If you're applying for British Columbia, they will submit it to BCCNM or CNO, CRNA, to the regulatory body. And the regulatory body will let you know, will email you and let you know what are the next steps. What do I mean by that? That means they will let you know if you have met the Canadian equivalent in terms of nursing skills and nursing knowledge. They will let you know that as well. So then you have to do extra education if needed. You might have to do a full program, but if you prepared ahead of time, like I said, that's why you need to prepare. Okay, you have to put all your effort and energy in preparing, because if you did well on your CBA and SLA, instead of a full program, they might just tell you to do one course, or they might just tell you you just need a little bit of experience, and then they'll require you to get some experience. Usually like a course, one course, two courses, and usually it's online as well. So again, depending on how you did on your CBA and SLA exam, and they will combine that with your nursing experience as well, previous nursing experience and education. So all of that together, that's what will determine what are your next steps for number 7. Next, after all that is done, if you haven't done your NCLEX, then you can do your NCLEX. Some IENs that I've taught before, they have done their NCLEX before their CBA and SLA. So if that's something you want to do, you can do that as well. So if you want to do NCLEX first, that's fine. Once that's all done, then it's licensing time. So yay. So then you would register, or if you have a registration application already, perfect for BCCNM. BCCNM will just tell you to do your registration and your licensing, and then you will be licensed to work. And if you're here, then number 9, then yay, you've completed that. What you need to do next would be update your resume and apply for a job. Also, you can go on my website, nursingcollective.co. I have a free PDF workbook that you can download for free. You just have to put your name and your email address, and then you'll get that workbook right away. And I talk in detail about the steps, again, the steps that you need to do and how to prepare for your Inspire Global Assessment, your CBA, SLA, and your NCLEX, and some tips on how to manage your anxiety when you are going through all this process. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys found that helpful. Those are the steps that you can use as a guide to start your nursing journey, to start your nursing process here in Canada as an internationally educated nurse or as an IEN.
If you found this video helpful, please support the channel by liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell for future videos. Drop a comment below as well to share your thoughts, ask questions, or suggest any future topics. I would love to connect with you. See you in the next video!